If you own a BMW, there are 5 settings buried deep in your iDrive system that could be silently destroying your engine's reliability and cutting years off its lifespan. And here's the kicker: most owners have no idea these settings even exist. I'm talking about factory defaults that prioritize short-term convenience over long-term durability. Settings that can cost you thousands in repairs down the line. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which settings to change, why they matter, and how to fix them in under 5 minutes. Let's get straight into it. Setting number 1. Auto Start-Stop remains enabled permanently. Here's the thing about BMW's Auto Start-Stop system. Every single time you come to a complete stop, at a red light, in traffic, at a drive-thru, your engine shuts off. Sounds eco-friendly, right? Saves fuel, reduces emissions. But there's a dark side BMW doesn't advise. Your engine is designed to handle maybe 50,000 to 100,000 start cycles over its lifetime under normal conditions. With Auto Start-Stop active, you could be adding 10, 20, even 30 extra starts per day. That's an additional 7,000 to 10,000 start cycles per year. Do the math. You're potentially doubling or tripling the wear on your starter motor, battery, and most critically, your engine bearings. Every time your engine starts, there's a brief moment, we're talking milliseconds, where oil pressure hasn't reached optimal levels. During this window, metal-on-metal contact occurs in your bearings and camshaft. It's minimal during a cold start, but when you're doing this dozens of times per commute, the cumulative wear is significant. Independent testing has shown that engines with Auto Start-Stop enabled experience measurably more wear on starter components and engine intervals over 100,000 miles compared to those without. And here's what really stings. BMW's factory warranty is already calculated with this wear in mind. But what about year 6, year 8? That's when you'll feel it. The real issue? BMW forces you to manually disable this every single time you start your car. There's no permanent off switch in most models from 2015 to 2023. But here's the workaround, and you need to do this today. Go into your iDrive menu, navigate to Settings, then My Vehicle, then Auto Start-Stop. Depending on your model year, you may see an option for Last Setting. Or you might need a simple OBD coding tool, around $50 online, to permanently disable this feature. Trust me, your engine will thank you 100,000 miles from now. Setting number 2. Extended Oil Change Interval Setting. This one makes my blood boil. BMW's Condition-Based Servicing System, or CBS, calculates when you need an oil change based on driving conditions, engine load, and fuel consumption. Sounds intelligent, right? Adaptive maintenance for the modern age. Here's the problem. BMW's default CBS settings often push oil change intervals to 15,000 miles or even beyond in some cases. They claim their long-life synthetic oil can handle it. And technically, in laboratory conditions, it can. But you don't drive in laboratory conditions. Modern BMW engines, especially the B58 and S58 turbocharged engines, run significantly hotter than previous generations. Turbochargers can reach temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. Your oil isn't just lubricating, it's cooling critical components. By mile 10,000, even the best synthetic oil has begun breaking down. Its viscosity changes. Its additive packages deplete. Here's what independent oil analysis shows, and this is from Blackstone Laboratories, one of the most respected oil testing facilities in the country. Oil samples taken from BMWs at 15,000 miles show elevated levels of fuel dilution, oxidation, and in turbocharged models, measurable metal particles indicating bearing wear. The German Automobile Club, ADAC, did extensive testing and recommended oil changes at 7,500 to 10,000 mile intervals for turbocharged engines, regardless of manufacturer recommendations. That's nearly half of what BMW suggests. Now, why does BMW push these extended intervals? Fleet costs, corporate fuel economy standards. When a business leases 500 BMWs, fewer oil changes means lower maintenance costs over a 3-year lease. But you're not leasing. You're keeping this car. You want it to last. Here's what you do. Go into iDrive, select Service and Vehicle Information, then Service Required, then CBS Settings. You can manually reset your oil change interval. Set it to 7,500 miles maximum. Or better yet, ignore the CBS completely and just change oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles with a quality full synthetic. It's a $100 insurance policy against a $8,000 engine replacement. Setting number 3. Sport mode as default driving mode. Look, we all bought a BMW because we love driving. That inline six, the handling, the performance, it's intoxicating. In sport mode, it makes everything better. Sharper throttle response, tighter steering, quicker shifts. But here's what sport mode actually does to your engine. It holds gears longer, pushing your RPMs higher before shifting. It increases turbo boost pressure. It runs your engine in a more aggressive fuel map. All of this generates significantly more heat and stress on internal components. In Comfort or Eco Pro mode, your transmission might shift at 3,000 RPM. In Sport mode, that climbs to 5,000 or even 6,000 RPM during normal acceleration. Your engine is working 40 to 60% harder to deliver the same forward motion. Now, occasional spirited driving? Absolutely fine. These engines are built for it. But using sport mode for your daily commute, sitting in traffic, running errands, you're accumulating wear at an accelerated rate for zero benefit. The transmission fluid runs hotter. The engine oil breaks down faster. Your spark plugs wear out quicker. And if you have an M car with the S58 or S68 engine, you're also putting extra strain on your main bearings and rod bearings, components that are already under scrutiny for premature wear in high-performance applications. The fix is simple. Use Comfort mode for daily driving. Save Sport and Sport Plus for when you're actually enjoying a canyon road or a track day. Your engine will spend more time in its optimal efficiency range, running cooler and under less stress. To change your default driving mode, simply select Comfort in your driving dynamics control before you shut off the car. Most BMWs from 2016 onward will remember this setting. Setting number 4. Engine idle speed optimization disabled. This is one of the most overlooked settings, and it's buried so deep in the iDrive menu that 95% of owners never find it. BMW engines have an adaptive idle control system that's supposed to optimize idle speed based on engine temperature, electrical load, and AC compressor demand. When this system is functioning correctly, it raises idle speed when necessary and lowers it when the engine is fully warmed up and under minimal load. But many BMWs from the factory have this optimization set to a fixed higher idle speed, around 800 to 900 RPM, instead of the optimal 650 to 700 RPM when fully warmed. Why? It makes the car feel more responsive during test drives and initial ownership. It reduces the chance of stalling for inexperienced drivers. But here's the cost. An engine idling at 600 RPM for just 1 hour per day, your commute traffic, waiting to pick up kids, drive-thrus, consumes approximately 30% more fuel and generates significantly more wear than one idling at 700 RPM over the course of a year. Think about it. If you're stuck in traffic for 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week, that's 195 hours per year at idle. At an elevated idle speed, you're adding unnecessary wear equivalent to thousands of miles of actual driving. To check this setting, go to iDrive, select Vehicle Settings, then Engine Settings, and look for Idle Speed Control or Idle Optimization. Enable it if it's off. You'll notice your idle speed drops slightly after the engine reaches operating temperature. That's exactly what you want. Setting number 5. Cold Start RPM Limiter Disabled. This last one is particularly insidious because it affects your engine when it's most vulnerable during cold starts. When you start your engine cold, the oil is thick and hasn't circulated fully. Metal components haven't expanded to their optimal clearances. This is when 70 to 80% of engine wear occurs over the lifetime of the vehicle. BMW includes a cold start RPM limiter that restricts your engine to around 3,500 to 4,000 RPM until it reaches operating temperature. This gives oil time to circulate, components time to warm up, and clearances time to normalize. But some models, particularly those with performance packages or M Sport variants, have this limiter set too high, or in some cases, disabled through dealership pre-delivery settings to make the car feel more aggressive during test drives. If you can rev your engine to 5,000 RPM or higher within the first 2 minutes of a cold start, your limiter is either set incorrectly or disabled. And every time you do this, even accidentally, you're causing measurable wear to piston rings, cylinder walls, and valve train components. The solution requires either accessing hidden iDrive menus or using an OB decoding tool. Search for your specific model year and cold start RPM limiter coding to find the exact procedure. Or have a BMW specialist check this during your next service. The point is simple. Protect your engine when it's cold. No quick revs. No hard acceleration until the oil temperature gauge shows at least 180 degrees Fahrenheit. These 5 settings, auto start-stop, extended oil intervals, sport mode defaults, idle speed optimization, and cold start limiters, they're all designed with BMW's priorities in mind: lease returns, corporate averages, dealership experience. But your priority is different. You want your engine to last 150,000 miles, 200,000 miles. You want to avoid catastrophic failures that cost $10,000, $15,000 or more. Take 30 minutes this weekend. Go through your iDrive system, adjust these settings. Change your oil more frequently. Drive smart during warm-up. These small changes won't cost you performance. They won't reduce your enjoyment, but they will add years to your engine's life and thousands of dollars to your wallet. If this video saved you from a future headache, hit that subscribe button. I break down real-world automotive issues like this every week. No fluff, just information that actually matters to your wallet and your car's longevity. What's your experience with these settings? Have you noticed a difference after making changes? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. Now, go check your settings. Your BMW will thank you.